Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our Might and Magic VII completionist run. Last episode, we cleared out the Nighon Tunnels. Really, the only reason it took a while is because of how big they are. It wasn't really due to the level of enemy that we were facing. In fact, other than Gogs and Magogs, I don't think there was any other enemy type here, and of course we are well past the point where those guys were challenging. But that is not going to be the case for the area that we're about to enter into right now, which is Thunderfist Mountain. Intimidating name, and definitely an intimidating place. We're going to be fighting some really strong things, but I'm very excited about that. The thing I'm going to do before I jump in is... I hate interrupting the spell sound effect, because I would like it to play fully, and it bugs me when it gets cut off, but at the same time I'm also really impatient. I want to check the durations on my spells, and unfortunately even something like right-clicking here to check your stuff, it seems will cancel those sound effects. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know what, I'm not gonna... I was actually tempted to cast the spell again just to hear the full sound effect. I think that would be taking things a little bit too far. So we'll just have to be content with hearing the first couple seconds of it. Anyway, just check everyone's inventory, remind myself what's going on. We're carrying a couple quest items. This one actually is still from the Hall of the Pit, which probably I should have turned in before going here, but you know what, it's not that big of a deal. We're also carrying this. It's going to be part of a quest later on, and in fact I think with that we are ready to do the something or the other promotion quest. I think Druid promotion quest? Whatever promotion quest this was, we are now ready to do this. So we'll have to go to Zokar's tomb, and then there's another quest. What? Oh, the meditation spot in the Dwarven Barrows. That one as well, but something we won't have to worry about just yet. What we do have to worry about right now is this place. Alright. Immediately going to turn-based mode because we've got Minotaurs to deal with, and some very unsettling sound effects. Is that like a constantly firing trap or an enemy? Ooh, and we've got Beholders. These guys were my least favorite enemy from Might and Magic VI. And yep, it looks like they still have the ability to make the guys go crazy. And I don't even think we have Cure Insanity yet. But I'm not gonna worry... oh my god. I'm not gonna worry too much about whether my guys are insane. Although... you know what, if I start getting... if I start getting sidetracked by status effect, like every little status effect, and like loading my game, then I'll never finish this game. This is one of the... do I have Cure Insanity? Berserk, Cure Paralysis, a Telepathy. Mind Resistance... would Mind Resist... no, of course, it wouldn't have helped. Because status effects don't work already. You're carrying Cure Insanity, but you can't learn it, of course. So we never had a chance. We never had a chance. So what's this? I'm actually not sure where that exit leads. We're not going to be taking any exits just yet. We will be clearing out this place. But this dungeon is a lot of fun, but it's some of like trying to figure out your way through the tunnels can be a little bit confusing. But I think we're gonna get through it pretty handily. The Minotaurs are, of course, powerful enemies. Now, what I really should save my game. This was my last episode save, so let's save here. And let's make our way. You know what? Is regeneration still active? Yes, it is. I was wondering why we didn't seem to be taking.
Time to leave.
What the?
heck
There's
out
an
of me.
item there that
I think it's time to leave.
we can't pick up. Really, dude? You're gonna put an item out of reach there? Like, who's gonna waste, like, come back and cast telekinesis just to get a pair of boots? Let's identify those boots. I'm spiteful about this now. Like, are they the best boots in the whole game? No, they're just unenchanted pair of steel-plated boots. And you're telling me you expect me to come back here with telekinesis just for those boots? Come on, game. Come on. Be serious. Alright, before we go on, let's try and stay in the western part of the map and try and fully clear it. Alright, let's be a bit methodical in how we're going around. Just so that it... Ooh, Minotaur Lord. He's taking a lot of hits before he goes down. I will be looting. Ooh. Every time I loot a strong enemy, I'm reminded of just how much of our money our followers are taking from us. But that only applies to money from looting corpses, thankfully. Alright, now we're gonna have to... I think... we're gonna have to use jump to get across here, aren't we? We're gonna hit the ceiling, aren't we? And that's gonna... okay, you know what? Let's see how far we can get. Yeah, we took a bit of damage. Excuse me? Putting my people to sleep? Okay, being asleep, you're not losing out on experience, right? No. But you are losing out on... I was trying to pick up those piles of gold.
I have no idea.
I was gonna say, you are losing out on the ability to cast spells, but oh, here's a convenient way to wake you up. Let's just walk over some lava. Like, imagine being woken up like that in real life. Like, you're just asleep without a care in the world, and then suddenly you're on lava. What an interesting experience that would be. Ooh, hey, some nice gemstones on the ground.
Beats the heck out of me.
Oh, I thought this was just a crappy reagent. But it's an amulet. Not a great one, but because they're such small items, I think it's worth picking them up because it's a good value proposition in terms of the amount of money per unit of inventory space that it takes. Alright, now, let's see. Are we done with this entire side? I'm not gonna be consulting the walkthrough for the purpose of trying to beat this dungeon, more just for the purpose of making sure I'm not leaving anything behind, because sometimes these maps can be very hard to read, especially with, like, multiple things crossing over each other. You never know when you missed, like, an offshoot path because you thought it was blocked by a wall that was just the wall of a different tunnel. But in this case, not seeing anything. Yeah, this dungeon may or may not have mentioned this already, but I don't think it has any... Well, it for sure doesn't have any quest items in it, nor does any quest require us directly to go there. Of course, indirectly, we've got to go through this to get to Nighon. But no quest dealing with this area specifically. In addition, I don't think there's anything funny going on in terms of secret doors, that kind of thing. So it's basically just pure, good old-fashioned hack and slash. Okay, now this is a great opportunity to go into... Oh, excuse me. Glad I saved. Finger of death from the Minotaur king. And looks like our excuse me? Yeah, I was trying to select Alexis. Our wizard eye wore out. Let's kill these Minotaurs. Let's be a bit more careful when we go after the Minotaur king. Alright. Let's see. I was gonna say, I wonder if these guys have the same abilities that they had in Might and Magic VI. Because oh, there's another one. In MM6, the Minotaur Lords had Finger of Death. Although, I always felt like... I was gonna say, I always felt like it very rarely triggered in Might and Magic VI. Whereas, this... Okay. The combination of their high damage plus the fact that they are seemingly focusing down my least strong character. Like, even as an Archmage, let's just quickly take stock of how much health everyone has. 491, 437, 241, 184. So, by a significant margin, Alexis is our weakest character. And unfortunately, there are a frustrating number of enemies that seem to be scripted to go after her instead of all the other, like, instead of the 3 other choices that they have. Alright. I guess I'll be... Ooh, hey. Is that a... Oh yeah, we got this,
I have
we got this last time. What's...
Let's leave it behind.
Platinum ring? Should I start holding on to these unenchanted things to try and enchant them to get a bit more money? You're not sure, why not? Why not?
That's it.
Okay, that's a nice axe. If it was an axe of the dragon... is this a one-handed? Yes, it is. And see, now, if this was a... If 42 is 8, plus 11 is 19. 3D... Okay, so... If this was an axe of the dragon, I would even use it instead of this, just because I think it would look pretty cool.
There's no room.
But I don't know if we'll be lucky enough to find something. It'd be great to find an axe, that way I can pretend like the axe skill that I took wasn't a complete waste of skill points.
Let's leave it behind.
Demon slaying, like, even with an enchantment, it's so inexpensive, but I'll pick it up because my threshold
That's it.
was like anything 250 and above. And I guess I'll loot a few of these as well. These are some of the more lucrative enemies in terms of looting money from their bodies, even with our that probably wasn't a very good axe. Yeah, this I doubt
That's
is gonna impress anyone. Although I guess we can still sell it. Yeah, with these guys, I almost... Yeah, I see, there's no way this is gonna be worth keeping. I can't even...
That's of no use to me.
How would I even identify it? Well, rather than trying to make room in her inventory, let's throw it on the ground.
Let's leave it behind.
It's... You know what, I'm amending my policy, because we have quite a bit of gold. Like, for big items, I'm gonna, and it's my own subjective opinion, what I think of as big. For big items, I'll require them to be at least 500. So I'm not gonna be taking that. All right. Now, what do we? Well, there's clearly stuff down there, but the question always is it a good idea to just jump down random places? There clearly seems to be some sort of... Yep. Well, that answers that. That answers that. Alright, so we're not going to be jumping down. I guess now that we know that there's another platform on the way, we could do some sort of trickery trying to land on that place, but I don't think it would be worth the trouble. Ooh, and now... Now, Alexis is insane. And once, because it's only a matter of time, once once Zoltan goes crazy too, then we'll get to see everybody's crazy face, which I don't think we've seen yet. So, in a roundabout kind of way, it's kind of fun. Alright.
It doesn't even hurt.
Don't think these guys have the ability to dispel all your spells like they did in MM6, which makes them a lot less frustrating to fight. I guess the dispel all your spells for no reason enemy ended up being those awful people from the Walls of Mist. I really hope we never run into them again. But these guys, when they're not being that obnoxious,
Let's leave it behind.
are actually kind of fun to fight. Yeah, you know what, let's keep on... Let's save in another slot. Let's keep on going to the right. Okay, what's this? So one of these exits will go to Mount Nighon itself. One of these will go to the tunnels to Eoful, and one of those will go to like back where we came, to the Nighon Tunnels. And I don't remember which exit is which, and unfortunately it doesn't look like the transition dialogue tells us. All it tells us is that we're leaving this area. It doesn't tell us which area we're then going into. No Minotaur Kings in this crowd means we can just take these guys out without even bothering to go into turn-based mode. Oh no! Just when I was starting to feel like I was confident, a Minotaur King shows up. Alright. We can take him down. All we need to do is maybe save Scum and the Lance as a annoying Finger of Death attack. Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck. He can't make it through the door. His shoulders are too broad. See, that's the downside of working out too much. If you're too muscular, you can't fit through doors anymore. It's a pretty rational sounding excuse to not go to the gym. Am I right? That's enough silliness for now. Let's focus on this area. Oh, you're asleep again. Let's hope we can kill these guys. Oh my god. Oh no, I was hoping he wouldn't die. I wanted him to... Well, no, because you can cast Awaken. I was waiting for him to attack us so that maybe he hits Serena and wakes her up, but no, we can just cast her. And then she goes from the sleeping animation straight to this. You know what? That's okay. Like, some people drool in their sleep. That's
Now is an excellent time to leave.
That's, you know, it's a normal thing that happens. Certainly wouldn't want to make fun of anybody for that. Where are there enemies? Oh, this is not an exit. This is just a tunnel that is taking us down into the
It's just a cut.
bowels
But I need-
of Thunderfist Mountain. And we have a different enemy type. Wasn't there a bounty somewhere to kill an air warlock?
Ah, what a scratch.
I'm sure we've missed the window on that. Oh, you're weak? Because we let haste run out, didn't we? Yes, we did. Oof. Are the rest of you weak too? Who picked up the wand?
Beats the
You did.
heck
I'm
out
not
of
even
me.
gonna bother identifying it. What we'll do is, weakness I don't like, and one thing I'm not sure about. One thing I'm not sure about is whether weakness stacks on top of insanity. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna cast Cure Weakness on anyone. It may be that insanity, like, completely displaces weakness as a condition, in which case, you wouldn't... In which case, what I'm doing right now is a waste of time and spell points, just to be on the safe side. And of course, now that I've done all of that, need to cast Hour of Power once again, and this time we listened to that entire glorious bit of spell music. Alright. Nothing there, except another exit. Will this one tell us where we're going? No. No, it won't. So let's just keep on keeping on. Sure, there. Okay, yeah, we're back with a yellow danger indicator, so there are enemies nearby. We're closer.
Let's get out of here.
No, I thought this was gonna be a thing, but it's not. Let's zoom in on the map a little bit. I'm actually gonna also consult the map on my walk through. Okay, so that's clearly there's some sort of way to... Okay, so we gotta go all the way to the right, and then there's gonna be more stuff that we haven't been to. Gotta go all the way to the right, and then I think... Or am I thinking of this the correct way? No, you know what, let's stay in this area. Maybe in this area, if we try and go, okay. I know most of what I said probably sounded like gibberish because I was pointing in my, like, mentally pointing towards parts of the map that I'm sure you weren't able to see or figure out, just because even if you have it in front of you, it's a complicated map, and probably made even more complicated by someone just babbling incomprehensibly about certain parts of it. So, water warlock that's gone down. Bookcases often will have
That's
spell
it.
books. Hour of Power worth keeping to sell. Another scroll.
Let's leave it behind.
Prismatic light, alright. Similarly good value proposition. And seems like that's probably gonna be the theme. Oh, it looks like an elevator. Alright, let's try and let's try and take down the whoever launched that fireball.
What a scratch.
Water Warlock is... Well, that group of Water Warlocks was tanking for that Fire Warlock. They're, you know, working as a team. Good for them.
What a scratch.
Don't seem to be taking a lot of damage from them. I don't know if that's... where is she? Like, is she... walking on top of this... like, on the edge of this lava pool? That was a bold tactic, you know, but ultimately didn't work out for her. But, you know, gotta give her points for being innovative. Alright. Anything in here? There's a chest that we'll investigate in just a moment. We'll save, though.
It's disarmed.
Hey, soul jars. It's for a quest. I don't know if, like, we are eligible to do that quest, because I think that's the one for turning into a lich. But I guess that quest item is here regardless of whether you're on the good path or not. And obviously, you can tell from the map that there's something interesting to our left. And you can tell from the glowing red wall that it was a secret door. Sometimes I don't like the perception, because sometimes it's fun to find secret doors just by reasoning where they would be, and I think this was a case where I would have found them myself. But of course the other problem is that there are a lot of secret doors that are just hidden without any rhyme or reason for them being in a particular spot. Like, you could never deduce that they were there unless you were just clicking on every single surface in the entire game.
But I need it fixed.
So I guess for that reason, it's a... What? Like, what status effect are they inflicting? You know, when that red little thing appears, I'm worried that they're doing something really awful. Are they... It's not magical aging. And they're not doing something else like draining mana. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Okay, we got more of these. I do. Ooh, another Minotaur, and unfortunately, this like he was able to fit through this hallway. Much to my chagrin, but now, see now this time he's too tall. He, spent so much time doing squats and weighted lunges that he can't even bend down anymore. You know, that's why you should just never work out. Because if you do, you'll end up getting stuck in a hallway, and then a bunch of adventurers are gonna come and kill you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey. Nice potion to have, just to save it for an emergency situation. Some gold. Like wands are always nice.
That's it?
Chainmail, again, I'm gonna exercise my discretion and leave it, because it's a bit too large for being, like, only 400 gold. You picked up an axe. Ooh, this
Yeah, there's no room. Let's leave it behind.
could be a good axe, but it wasn't. You know what, this one I'll keep. And some more gold. And
Beats the heck
belt.
out of me. Let's leave it
Could
behind.
be good. Hey, that's gonna be nice to sell. Come on. And some more gold, some Ooh, nice. Gemstone to sell as well. And what's this?
I can't
Ooh,
identify
I
this.
almost didn't even notice that hammer. Like, it blends in so perfectly with this background.
That's it?
But yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll pick it up. And what is on the ground here?
I can't
A ring.
identify this. Let's leave it behind.
That's worth grabbing. Are we done with this area? Surely not. Yeah, we're back with a yellow danger indicator, so clearly there's more stuff. But oh, how much more stuff is the question. Haste is good for another couple of hours. Let's save in yet another slot. Where does this elevator take us? To a room, and is this the last group of enemies? Ooh, they are finally doing some damage to us. Because there's a bunch of them and we don't have many places to hide, but they ended up scattering into other rooms, and we ended up killing them, so in the end... Yeah, is this a place we've already been? Is it?
Now is an excellent time.
Clearly it is. Why are there enemies in those spots? Oh, come on, who did that? Freezing potion. I mean, I'll pick it up to sell it, but
Beats the heck out of me.
doesn't
That's
seem
it?
too interesting. I'll sell this as well. Alright. Wizard Eye has run out again. Really wish it lasted longer. Alright. Really? How do we... Are we gonna have to take the elevator? Probably, maybe? Let's see. Because I need to get to this part of the map. I think that's where we're gonna find some more stuff. Alright, so let's see if that's how we're gonna do that. Oh, and also we're gonna have to hunt down these enemies. Not even sure where they came from. So I thought I'd cleared out this area. Just a bunch of regular Minotaurs.
But I need it fixed.
I hope we didn't trigger something that spawned them in, because if there's a mechanic that causes enemies to spawn in, then it can be very difficult to tell whether you've cleared it out. I had that problem in a few dungeons in Might and Magic VI, but especially with the lair of the wolf, because there were multiple places where just by walking past an area, enemies would spawn in. So I hope that's not what's going on here. Alright.
What a scrap.
Forgot to look the other way. It's just like crossing a street, like entering into a room in an RPG. You've got to look both ways, because you never know what's going to be coming at you from the other side. In this case, though, of course, these enemies
It's disarmed.
not giving us too much trouble. Ooh, what's this? Ruby. Nice.
That's it?
And that's worth holding on to.
That's it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's leave it behind.
Okay, must be low on space, though, yeah. And this, honestly, might be everything. Who picked up that ring? The other problem with... or what I consider the main problem with your characters being insane is that... So, let me drop this on the ground. So, when Zoltan... Oh god, where did I drop it? Did I... Is it destroyed? No.
I don't know
It's just
what that
very
is.
hard to see. But when he picked it up, you saw that he his expression briefly changed, just to indicate that an item's been picked up. I'll show you again with this scroll of prismatic light, which should be easier to see. So I pick it up, and he acknowledges it by smiling briefly. But when an insane person picks something up, their expression does not change. And so if you're looting without keeping track of which character you had selected, then sometimes it can be
Beats the heck
very
out of
hard
me.
to tell
Let's leave it
where the
behind.
item ended up, especially if it's a small item and then you've got to look through a whole bunch of things. Right, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up the map and compare it to the map that I see on the walkthrough, just to see if I can spot any areas that I haven't been to. And honestly, it looks like we're done. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start making my way towards the Mount Nighon exit. Apparently there are multiple exits that go to Mount Nighon. And there's one exit that goes to the tunnels to Eoful. And there's one exit that takes us back to the Nighon Tunnels. But we want to go to Mount Nighon. Apparently, so we can just go to the closest exit to us. That'll take us there, which should be this one. Just to be a bit thorough, let's walk to this exit, then let's walk to this exit. You know what, first of all, let's walk down into this room, just to make sure we're not leaving enemies behind. Also, one thing I'll do is I'll cast Hour of Power again. This might be the last chance we have to cast it, but I think it's gonna be fine. We can also artificially keep haste going by casting the fire magic spell. Yes, we do have haste. So as a last resort, we can do that, because most of these Hour of Power spells will last for ages. It's only haste that has a much shorter duration, and not only has a shorter duration, but then applies a debuff upon being expired, so of course that then incentivizes you to never let it expire, because it's annoying if it does happen. Alright, we've already been down here, we've cleared it out, the rooms were very small, there was no place for enemies to hide. It's these big tunnels that may potentially have somebody off to the side. Yeah, we've already seen what was on the other side there. Let's go up. This should be another exit to Nighon. We'll leave it for now. It's very hard trying to read this map, and also trying to see where the arrow indicating your party is, just because too many things of the same color just overlaid on top of each other. Alright. Actually, I was so fixated on trying to read the map that I wasn't even looking at our danger indicator. Did it stay green? It must have stayed green. Okay. Let's continue onwards, and I think we're almost done. Down here now. We've looked at what was up here, right? Obviously, there are. We can see the yellow dots representing the enemy corpses on the map. So now the last bit of the map to investigate is the area up here. And if we stay green, then I think it's going to be time to declare this place clear. Let's pop into this a little bit. Nobody has materialized. We still see bloodstains from previous acts of violence, but no living enemies. And lastly, just a little bit over here, let's pop around over here, and I think this is going to be the last part of the map that I check. Okay, I am going to call it. I'm going to say that Thunderfist Mountain has officially been cleared, and we are ready to leave and to go into Mount Nighon itself. Now that's going to be a pretty major milestone. In fact, next video is going to be another unusual one, but we're going to be doing some really important things. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. Excuse me. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. I want to build up a bit of anticipation, but yes, next episode, some pretty big stuff is going to go down. Not necessarily in terms of like difficult combat or even like quests or anything, but some very, very important stuff for the overall course of this Let's Play is going to take place in the next episode. And on that note, I think it's going to be time to end this episode. So I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you will join me for the next one where, as I've said, we're going to be doing some pretty monumental stuff. And until then, take care.